interest in our club, and I hope to see you as was over here. It's now the time for me to invite a Toastmaster who sings very well and who also has a coaching institute for kids. I would like to invite Toastmaster Patrika.
Very good evening, one and all. Today we are going to dwell into a different subject, a unique subject, but we all know the subject. Any guesses what is the subject? Which is the subject? Storytelling. Oh yeah, it's written here. Stories. Stories connect us. Stories motivate us. Stories inspire us. They make us laugh. They make us cry. They elevate our mood. That's what are the stories. Today we are going to dwell into many different aspects of storytelling, and we will see how did a story, characters, emotions can impact us and have an impression on us which lasts forever. So let me start with my story. It all started just few years back, in a year 2022. Okay, before I dwell into my story, I wanted to ask all of you a question. How many of you here have friends who are older to you? Like if you are 40, they are 70, 75 years. Wow, wonderful. Thank you for that response. I also fall into this category of people, wherein I have friends who are really older to me. It all started, as I said, in the year 2022, wherein I used to regularly go to the garden. Now, you all must be knowing that when you go to the garden, most probably in the morning hours, you see senior citizens. Yes? They exercise, they have laughter, they walk. Okay? So I was also doing something like that, walking around. And there were two ladies who really fascinated me. These ladies were older to me. But I started walking behind them because their gossips were really captivating. I was getting inquisitive, what next are they going to talk? Is it the bitching of the daughter-in-law that they are going to do? Or is it the bitching of their husbands that they are going to dwell into? Please tell me. But no, they were different. They were unique. They were inspiring. They were go-getters. The two ladies, Smita Aunty and Kumud Aunty, were like a rock star. They spoke about girls wearing shorts and we also should try that. They spoke about, let's not get into cooking, let's learn computers. That was something that really fascinated me, that these ladies who are almost in 50s and 16 during last few years back, they are talking something different, not like ordinary women, you know. Slowly and gradually, we became friends. The time passed. We started sitting on the bench and started sharing the stories. That was a window wherein I vented out, and wherein I told everything that I wanted to. They gave me beautiful listening ear and always counseled or guided me for many things. We had a barrel of laugh talking about these Gen Zs and probably our husbands. So many things that we did. We really had a blast. Years passed by. Time passed by. And our friendship became more stronger. Just few days back, before Ganpati, I told them that I will not be able to come to the garden because my building has got Ganpati festival and probably I will be busy doing many things for the festival. So I will see you both after 10 days. And I also invited them both for visiting Ganpati in my building. They were enthusiastic and boosted my confidence that yes, Parita, do this, do that. I was like, yes, Kumud auntie, yes, Smita auntie. I will see you both after few days. Ganpati Visarjan happened on last Saturday. Just Monday, this Monday, I went to the garden as my regular routine. 8 a.m. sharp I was at the garden. I took 1 or 2 rounds. I did exercise, meditation, which I regularly do. And I sat on the bench waiting for them. The time passed, it was almost 9 a.m. Waiting for them, but they were not seen anywhere. I thought maybe they have taken a break today and I will see them tomorrow. I just started walking ahead towards my house. Met a lady who was also very regular to the garden. I asked that lady, Auntie, તમે કુમુદબેન અને સ્મિતાબેનને જોયા છે? Have you seen Kumud auntie and Smita auntie? She said, તમને નથી ખબર? એ તો ગુજરી ગયા. I did not get that. I again asked, do you know where is Kumud auntie and Smita auntie? She said, ये तो गुजरी गया, which means we have passed on. Friends, just 10 days before Ganpati, I had met them in the garden. Second question that I wanted to ask, how did it happen? I couldn't ask. The tears started flowing down my cheeks. The lady said she met with a car accident while they were going to Navi. That's what I could hear. It was all blank in front of my eyes. I had nothing in front of me. I did not know where should I be going, to the garden or to home, probably. I swiftly rushed home and bursted. These 2 ladies are not old school. They were go-getters. They were inspiring. They gave me a year and I vented out my stories, my emotions, my difficulty, my misery to them, and all that they did is they heard me. This is what friends are like, no matter what their age is. Friends, life is really unpredictable. Today, from last 2 days when I'm going to a garden, I'm literally missing them. I'm feeling alone, just the way I had started. I usually do not have any friends. But these 2 ladies who were 70, 75 years old, they became my besties. We never met frequently. That only 1 hour every day that we met, they gave me so much of energy, so much of warmth that today I have an empty space besides me when I sit on the bench of the garden. Life gives you such surprises. Be a person whose absence is felt. Just like Vidya, when she is not there in the meeting, I feel her absence and I message her at times that Vidya, your presence is always felt and your absence is also felt. Let's be one like her. This was my story. I wanted you all to clap for me because she was waiting out. So sweet. Vidya is right here sitting. She's Vidya. Yes. So you will see her energy just down the line. So friends, with this we learned the 5 C's of storytelling. Let's get going with the learning. The very first C, connecting with the audience. How do I connect with the audience? I asked you all questions and you got into that. Correct? You raised your hand and that's how I connected with the audience. Second C, the characters. It's me and the 2 aunties that I described. Smita auntie, Kumud auntie and myself. These were the characters. Probably I told you all their age, I being a little younger to them. Third, I build curiosity. The third C of storytelling is building curiosity while narrating the story. What next is going to happen? The fourth very important C of storytelling is the climax, wherein people do not expect that you are going to come up with this and come up with something very unique. The fifth C, without which any story is incomplete, is the conclusion or the moral, which I gave to you. Be a person whom people will miss or will look forward to. This is all about storytelling. We will learn more about this 5 C's of storytelling down the line throughout the session. But for now, without any further delay, I would like to introduce my tag team for today. But before that, for the benefit of guests, I would like to tell you all that usually the Toastmasters meeting is divided into 3 segments. First is prepared speech, wherein Toastmasters prepare their speeches as per the pathways and the levels and the projects, and they deliver their speeches. Second is table topic round, and third is general evaluation. With that, let us call upon our grammarian for today, Toastmaster Krishna. I will be asking everyone, all the role players, evaluators and speakers, general question, like a common question. You have to tell me the Panchatantra story that fascinates you and why. This question will be applicable to all the role players, speakers and evaluators. So be ready with your answers. Over to you, Krishna. Please answer. Okay, I hope you know which stories are Panchatantra. Yeah, okay, fine.
The story that I remember was the story of monkey and the crocodile.
Everybody knows the story of the monkey and the crocodile?
Yes.
So you want me to narrate the story?
No, we don't want to. But I want to know that why do you like that story and why
I like the story because at the end what happens is monkey gets into a tough time, but using his quick wit, he was able to come out of that situation.
So you want to be one of those?
I want to be a quick witter, but not a monkey.
With that, over to you, Krishna.
Good evening, everyone. So, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings or thoughts. As a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day and phrase of the day. So for today's meeting, the word of the day is passion, which means having or expressing great depth of feeling. An example of using this word is, her passion for painting led her to become a professional artist. The phrase of the day is rearing the bow. which means very eager, excited, or enthusiastic to start doing something. An example for using the phrase of the day is, she has been practicing for months and is now raring to go for the competition. So each speaker is encouraged to use these words, use the word of the day and phrase of the day. When a speaker uses the word of the day or phrase of the day, the members are requested to show a thumbs up signal to encourage other speakers to use the word of the day and phrase of the day. I will give the grammarian's report when called upon during the meeting and also report on the usage of the word of the day and phrase of the day. Thank you.
I request all of you to give a round of applause to all It's time for our counter to come up and give the briefing. Toastmaster Muntazim Sheikh. The question goes to you as well. Ready? It is a difficult one. Oh, okay.
You can change the question or change the topic.
Okay, sure, I'll do that. So, can you tell me any story, any author that you remember probably? He doesn't really do so. Fine, you can go ahead with yours.
Thank you so much. Good evening, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. The purpose of the R counter is to note the words and sounds that are used as a crutch of pounds filler by anyone who speaks during the meeting. I will listen for the overused word including N, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for the filter sound including R, and R. I will also note when the speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means at the end of the meeting. I will report the numbers of times that each speaker used this expression. Thank you.
It's time to put our hands together for our timer of the day, Toastmaster Amit Kumar. Can you please tell me the story that fascinates you, any Panchatattva story?
So I think story of crow and pot, our picture. I think
Thirsty crow.
Yes. The reason for that was I always believe that if birds will have so much wisdom, why can't human have? So I think that is. Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Toastmaster Agnel Kumar and timer of the day. As a timer, my duty is to time the prepared speeches, table topics, and variations. For prepared speech, the time allocated varies as per project and will be stated by the evaluator. For instance, for an icebreaker, the time allocated is 4 to 6 minutes. For table topic, the time allocated is 1 to 2 minutes. For evaluation, the time allocated is 2 to 3 minutes. Speakers must meet the specified time limit to qualify for the awards at the end of the meeting. I will display the green card at the minimum qualifying time, yellow card at the midpoint of the qualifying time, and red card at the maximum qualifying time till the end of the speech. For prepared speeches and evaluation, the speaker has 30 seconds grace time before minimum qualifying time and after the maximum qualifying time. For table topics, there is a grace of 30 seconds only after the red screen is displayed. All speakers who continue to speak beyond 30 seconds, grace will not qualify, 30 seconds grace will not qualify for vote. I will report the time taken by speakers when called upon. Thank you, and over to you.
It's time to call our Toastmaster, Toastmaster Pradeep. Pradeep, it's okay if you want. Question goes to you as well. Yes.
Well, before I tell you my answer, may I ask a question? Who wrote Panchatattva? Acharya Vishnu Sharma. And let me tell you, it's my passion to read stories, especially ancient stories. And I'm ready to go to tell you all the stories of this particular incident, but not now, maybe sometime later, about how Panchatantra came into being. So the first story, how this Panchatantra was conceptualized, that itself is a great story, and that's one of my favorite stories.
Wow, wonderful. We would definitely like to hear it.
Thank you.
But for now, you're script.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster and guest. I am Toastmaster Pradeep. I'll play the role of Quizmaster for today's meeting. The role of Quizmaster is to listen intently to everything that is said during the meeting and to create 5 or 6 questions to ask the audience. These questions are intended to test the audience listening skills. The role provides the opportunity for all at the meeting to actively practice and test their listening skills. I'll ask these questions at the end of the meeting when called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
With that, let us start our first segment of prepared speeches. I now call upon my first evaluator, Toastmaster Amrita Deshmukh, to brief the objective of the first speaker, Yashwant. Toastmaster Amrita, the same question. Okay, she doesn't know. She just told me that she doesn't know any Panchatantra story.
So my favorite story is the race between turtle and rabbit. You need to remember.
Can you say the answer?
Thank you. Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today I am going to evaluate speech given by Toastmaster Ashwin. He is going to give level 1 project 1 from pathway engaging humor. And the purpose of this project is to introduce yourself to the club. Timer, please note, time is 4 to 6 minutes. All the very best, Toastmaster Ashwin, and back to you, Balita.
So let's put our hands together for our first speaker, Toastmaster Yashwant. Toastmaster Yashwant, any Panchatantra story that fascinates you?
The story goes by Brahman and the snake.
Brahmin and the snake. Okay.
So Brahman eats the milk to the snake. This kid kills him. The moral of the story is greed brings, it breaks the sun, removes breaks the relationship.
Greed breaks the relationship is the moral that he liked in the story. Okay, over to Toastmaster Yashwant. Journey from half to full. Journey from half to full. Toastmaster Yashwant.
Good evening, Toastmasters of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Have you ever thought you want to do something, then you're like hesitated to do it?
Many times.
For me, I always wanted to be on stage. So during my school days, I registered as backup school leader. Not the school leader, backup school leader. That day, school leader was late. So I'm on the stage. Everyone is looking at me. My heart started racing, like now. My hands started shivering. My legs started, I went on the stage. Somehow managed it. I still get goosebumps when I remember that. But life like surprises. This time I was on stage again, but something clicked. Everyone, audience applauded. Teachers who hadn't attended later congratulated me that you did good. It felt so good. Something inside of me unlocked, a voice eager to grow. Yet, like any muscle, public speaking needs practice. My priorities shifted. I kept it aside, focused on my studies. got a good seat in top NITs. My priorities shifted, skills I built so far faded. Recently, when I started researching to improve communication skills, my trusted advisor ChatGPT suggested I join Toastmasters. So I am here giving my icebreaker speech. Who am I? Yashwant. Living in Mumbai. I am from Andhra Pradesh. Still adjusting to the fast-paced Mumbai. My mom is a wonderful cook. My father is a salt expert. Perfect salt. My brother is much stronger now. For example, he holds 50 kg bag and then climbs stairs. I am still surprised with it. One of my recent achievements is I lost 12 kgs under 6 months. It felt so good. Best part is I inspired my sister to do it. Great. I'll tell you something I like most. I'm a serious anime binge watcher. I once spent 6 months watching 1000 episodes of One Piece. The journey wasn't just entertainment. It was comfort on tough days, motivation on slow ones. Anime teaches us resilience, loyalty, hope. Characters chase their dreams. Pursue their passions. Pursue their passions and fight their battles. Somehow inspire us to do the same. Anime or cartoons, they are not just cartoons, it's the stories that make ordinary feel epic. So if I manage to convince any of you to start watching anime, that should make my day. If anyone has any doubts on anime, Google is your best advisor. So, speaking of Google, I work as a software developer in ICICI Securities. Nothing fancy. Me talking with my computer, laughing at my own jokes. Before I leave, I'll leave you with this. Time is limited, so it's up to us to fill it with encouragement, skills, courage, and relationships. Let's keep filling our life with one moment, one meaningful relations. Thank you.
That was an incredible speech. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yashwant. So in our speeches also we can incorporate these 5 C's of storytelling. In our evaluations also we can evaluate thinking about these 5 C's of storytelling. Connect, characters, curiosity, climax and conclusion. Evaluators, please make a note if your speakers have incorporated these 5 C's into their speeches. Moving ahead, we can have 30 seconds of silence and you mark your feedback. It's time to call our second evaluator for today, Toastmaster Dharmesh, who will be giving a speech objectives of Toastmaster Rod. Toastmaster Dharmesh. Same question?
I think I was not a good reader during childhood, so I don't have to remember these stories as well. But I was fascinated by TV serials like Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Chandan Book of Movies. So I really like this.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that.
my target speaker, Toastmaster Ron, is giving his level 1 project to speak from his pathway presentation mastery. The purpose of his project is for a member to learn and review basic methods of speech with a defined purpose, which in his case is to entertain the audience and write a presentable language. All the best to you. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you.
It's time to call Toastmaster DTM Ron. Story that fascinates you.
I don't know what Panchadinda was. When I was very young, my dad gave me a book, 1001 Arabian Nights. And the concept of that book is fantastic. The idea is that there is a guy in the Middle East, a king, who takes a new wife every day in the night, and then the next day he kills the wife.
And that fascinated you?
Yes, I know. But the thing is, there was one wife who didn't want to die, obviously. So she started telling him a story every night. And every night, till from the midnight to morning, she would tell the story. And he would spare her life till the next night because he wanted to hear the next story. And that's how 1001 Arabian Nights, the famous, like Panchadinda is here, very famous world over. There were beautiful stories that the interested can listen.
Can these stories be read to children?
Some of them, yes. There is a children's version of it, and then there is an actual version which is.
We will deep into it later on. For now, Toastmaster DTM Ron, my dad. Neha give up, DTM Ron.
When Neha entered our college, it was like the sun and the moon had risen together and the whole world was better already. Neha was one of the most beautiful girls that had ever come into our college. Short, long black hair, face of an angel. The moment she entered our college, all the boys fell in love with her and all the girls were jealous of her. And a few girls also fell in love with her. Neha made a big splash as she entered the college, and all the boys wanted to make her a girlfriend. Even the ones who already had a girlfriend wanted to make her. But Neha was not only beautiful, she was a powerful person, strong-willed, thought differently. She was a very different kind of person, and she had a mind of her own. All the boys, one by one, went up to her and asked her out to become a girlfriend, just to go out for coffee. Neha rejected them all. Captain of the college, rejected. Captain of the school football team, rejected. The rich guy with the fancy car, rejected. One by one, all the heroes of our college, rejected. Nobody knew what Neha wanted. At that time, I was in the college as a very, very lowly junior. Me and my friend, Kiran, my best friend in college, Kiran, whose name is actually Nayapati Venkata Ramana Kanti Kiran. It's a long name that whenever we introduce somebody, they would get bored and walk away. Kiran and I were juniors. We were at the bottom of the food chain. To even think of a girl like Neha was impossible for us. Kiran is boy by the way. Kiran and I dreamed of dating girls like Neha. And mostly we ended up dating each other. We watched this tamasha of guys going up to Neha and getting rejected like a soap opera on TV, enjoying it from the balcony, watching everybody getting rejected. But part of me said, why not? Why not me? Why not me is one of the most dangerous things you can think in this life, right? One day, as we were watching Neha reject one more suitor, I turned to Kiran and said, maybe Neha will be my girlfriend. Kiran turned to me, looked at me, and started laughing for 5 minutes. He stopped laughing, and then started laughing again for another 5 minutes. It was so ridiculous to him. Like friends like him, who needs enemies? Neither of us could believe somebody like Neha would be interested in somebody like us. But then something strange happened one day. A
few weeks later, I was walking down the corridor at the college. I was just walking, minding my own business, and I saw Neha coming the opposite way in the corridor. And as she passed me, I just smiled at her instinctively, just like without thinking, you smile at people. I smiled at her, and she smiled back at me. And like not a smile like this, she actually smiled at me. So the first reaction which all guys would do is, who's that? And there was nobody behind me. And she smiled and she passed away. And I was like, what just happened? Neha smiled at me. I went running to Kiran. As if I said, Kiran, you can't believe what happened to me. Neha actually smiled at me. He's like, Baba, sakya kya hai? Why would a girl like that smile at a guy like you? He said, oh, believe me, she smiled at me. I said, what about it? I said, I know what happened. You know, there is a special school for special children in the college. And she must have thought you were one of those special kids. You know? She just smiled at you as sympathy and all. I said, no, this was not. But anyway, I knew he was kidding. But there's still that same voice back of my head. Tiny little voice. Why not me? Right? Who's there? I decided, irrespective of what Kiran was telling me, I decided I will ask Neha out. Come what may, I will ask Neha out. So the next day I saw Neha coming into the college, and I went the other way. For the next 15 days I avoided Neha like the plague. Every time she would come here, I would run there. She would come from there, I would run there. And Kiran was having a great time looking at me. Like, look at this guy, he's going to ask Neha out. It was really, really embarrassing and sad and pathetic actually. And Kiran was having a great time looking at me. Another couple of weeks passed. Neha still not said yes to anybody else. And that same little voice in the back of my head continued to ask, why not? Then one evening, just as the college was getting over, everybody was leaving, me and Kiran were also walking out of the college, when I saw Neha standing alone by the gate. Something in me snapped. I said, Kiran, wait here. I went right up to her, I walked right up to her, stood in front of her, looked into her eyes, and went completely blank. She's looking at me, I'm looking at her, she's looking at me, I'm looking at her. I'm so close to her, I can literally see the expression in her eyes change from curiosity to fear to annoyance to anger. Like, who's this guy who just came and stood in my face like this? But like an old car, you have to push the gear. Sometimes the gear doesn't go in. Like that, my mind finally fell into gear, and I started talking to her. I don't remember what I said to her. I kept on talking, and soon a little later she started smiling. I kept on talking, and after a little while she started laughing. And Kiran standing behind my mouth was like, I was talking, and we were having a great time. Finally, that little voice, why not me, made me ask her that one question. Would you like to go out, have a coffee? And she said, yes.
Good man.
So the moral of the story, 2 lessons I learned from that entire experience. Number 1, always smile. You never know who's falling in love with your smile. And number 2, Neha you.
That was an outstanding speech from PTM Ron. Let us call upon our next evaluator for today, who is a ball of fire, Toastmaster Vidya, who will be giving us the speech objective. Toastmaster Vidya. Can I ask you the question, please? So,
I was not able to recollect any of them, thanks to Toastmaster Devya and Yashwant who suggested Google.
So, please answer.
The lion and the hare story, where the lion wants to kill one hare every day, and then one smart hare decides to take that revenge, and he says that you look into the well, and there's another lion, and he jumps to catch, and he dies.
And what you liked about the story is?
The Hello everyone. My target speaker is giving his Project 3 Level 2 speech, Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring, from the pathway Engaging Humor. The purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmaster envisions mentoring. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspects of a previous experience as a protege. I wish him all the best. The timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you.
Today we have surprise and snacks that is going to be provided in the break. So please clap aloud so that let us put our hands together for our next speaker for today. That's going to be Toastmaster Rajesh. Toastmaster Rajesh. The same question.
So let me narrate one incident. Okay, to answer your question, my favorite Panchatantra story is also the monkey and the crocodile, but there is a context here. So a few years back when I was employed, one of the persons who was reporting to me, he resigned. Okay, so I asked him what is the matter. He says, my wife is asking me to get a higher paying job. So I explained this story to him, the monkey and the crocodile, how this crocodile, on hearing his their spouses, I don't want to make it gender specific, advice, actually goes and betrays his friend. Similarly, you are betraying the company just because your wife is saying that you have to use your brain. He got the point and he withdrew his resignation.
The speech title is Escape from an Affluent Life of Quiet Desperation. Escape from an Affluent Life of Quiet Desperation. Over to you, Toastmaster Rajesh.
Thank you. During my MBA, my professor who taught me entrepreneurship told me, never succumb to the affluent life of quiet desperation. Affluence in Hindi means rich or well off. He encouraged us to break the shackles of corporate slavery and venture on our own. I was
a heartwarming welcome to you all. Thank you, Toastmaster Farita, for the warm welcome. Friends, as all of you know that I am the table topic master of today's meeting. Now, for the benefit of guests, let me tell you what is table topic session. Friends, in this session, we practice the impromptu speaking skills. We have to think from our feet. And the beauty of this table topic session is that guests can also participate in this session. In this session, I will call the Toastmaster and guests one by one. I will give you a topic and you need to talk on that topic for 1 to 2 minutes. 30 seconds is the grace time to qualify the best table topic speaker. You need to talk on that topic minimum 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Now let me tell you the benefit of this session. Friends, the benefits are many. If you want to give your job interview, it will help you to answer the unexpected questions. If you are in a job and your colleagues or your boss asks something which is totally unexpected, you can answer that query. Even if you are a married person, you can answer the queries of your spouse as well as the unexpected questions of your young children, because they ask so many questions. So there are so many advantages. So now let us start this session. First of all, I would like to call our experienced Toastmaster. Please, experienced Toastmaster, please raise your hand. There are so many. Not experiencing this, they are the member. Acha. What is your name? Krishna. Toastmaster Krishna. The topic is heart wants love, mind wants success. Heart wants love, mind wants success. Toastmaster Krishna.
Stories is very, I would say, the topic that has been given to me echoes exactly with my situation. Good evening, everyone, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So I can connect very well with the story or the topic that has been given with my situation. I basically come from coastal area of Karnataka, wherein my education, everything happened there. And post that I moved here to Maharashtra to start my career. It's been more than, I guess, 15 years wherein I have left my hometown and I have settled here in Maharashtra. But somewhere this topic keeps echoing within me every now and then. In fact, in a day, I would say I keep thinking more than 15 to 20 times whether the thing, whatever I'm doing, is right or not. Because still I miss my friends, the days that I used to, the celebrations that used to happen at my hometown. Versus then I compare whenever I'm working. So I feel that okay, the situation where I'm in, the kind of the salary that I have, probably I won't be able to get there. But still, whenever I look at the photos, whenever I get some WhatsApp status from my friends, I just feel that what am I doing here? Why can't I go and settle just there? So I think it's important that you have to have a balance between the success versus what heart wants. And definitely, like I would say, people are lucky who are able to get both.
Now the guest, I will invite the guest. He is the courageous one. There are so many courageous newcomers. Yeah, please. Krisha, focus on yourself. Focus on yourself, Prashant.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening. Topic is about focus on myself, so I think I am focusing on myself, and everybody else is also focusing on me. Yeah, that's very important. That's very important to have focus on myself because that's how you try to work out a path and try to achieve what you want to for future. And you also get to know what are the gaps in yourself, or where things that you would like to reach that goal. So this Toastmaster session is one of those that we are here for some or the other reason, that we need to bridge that gap that we have with respect to communications and then reach that particular goal.
Next. Yeah, please. What's your name?
My name is Amal.
Amal. Amal, my first love.
My first love is not a person. Let me be clear about this. My first love is computers.
Safe.
So worked on computers a lot. I used to sit on computers nearly full day, especially during lockdown. During lockdown, I was on my computer from day to night. The whole day I was on my computer doing something, or I was just doing time pass mainly. But once I started engineering, I started using my computer more mainly for studying purposes and also gaming a bit, of course. But also, I use ChatGPT a lot for my projects and to learn and to improve myself. So that's a bit that I would like to talk about my first book. Thank you.
Easy We are made from stories. We are made from stories, Toastmaster.
Actually, we learn from the stories. We learn because stories sometimes guide us. Thus, because we learn some because stories. Because when we have a problem, our mentor gives some example through stories that you can choose this path. Maybe not that exact path that the story will try to guide us, but it tried to solve most of the problems. And we tried, and in our when we are in childhood, our mother and father told us stories and to make us sleep. And this way we try to recollect the facts also through the stories, because sometimes we need example to learn something. Direct, not through rules, but example make us learn faster and easier to grasp the facts. And so the stories make us a more sensible person and more thankful what we achieve in our facts, what we achieve in our life. And
Close your eyes and think something. Close your eyes and think something. Ajol.
When I close my eyes, the first thought is try not to sleep. This is a Saturday, there are weeks of exhaustion culminating in just a quick nap. But the other thing when I close my eyes is I imagine an utopia of all sorts. It can sometimes be me enjoying Hawaii or right in the middle of a Visarjan for Lal Bagh Cha Raja, because I never got to go. So that is something I have to close my eyes off and think. So I think closing your eyes is not escaping from reality, but imagining a better world out there, or opening your mind to possibilities so that when you open your eyes, you can make sure that what you dreamed of is what you set out to achieve. So you can have dreams, you can take a respite from reality, you can just catch a break sometimes, but close your eyes and take a breath, because that will be the best experience in all our busy and fast-paced lives that there is.
She'll sit there.
I will just sit here and
Okay. Your name?
Shweta.
Always find a song. Those who wish to always find a song. Toastmaster.
Thank you very much. There have been a couple of incidents, like there are some songs when we hear and we get back into the best moment what we had. So like having a couple of classes with a friend, so that brings back memory. So that's bring back memory. So this is the best song. So whenever I hear that song, it really the memory go back to what best memories I had. Going the school memories, the college memories, and literally sometime when I close eyes and hear that song, the water comes out from my eyes without any emotion. So the songs are very emotional, I will say, and the lyrics, what they have, they impress us, or there is like a dopamine for us, and really that's also like you can say a refreshing. So whenever you're by end of the day, so now that's the reason the reels and the songs are very famous right now. So and that's the reason is we keep on, it's like a habit now become. So we listen to the song and the memories bring back.
Thank you. Toastmaster Yashi, I can, I will, I must. I can, I will, I must. Toastmaster Yashi.
How many of you keep goals in your life? Probably everyone keeps goals. How many of you keep goals on 1st of January? And how many of you follow the same goal throughout the year? Probably very less, right? So what we have seen, this is the trend happening all over the world, that people make a vision, people make a goal that I will do this, I can do that, but will not stick into a commitment. So whenever we are keeping a goal, it should be in a smart and achievable action. So whenever a goal is set, we have to first think whether we can, it is up to us whether it can be carried out within our capacity, whether we are too much passionate about that job, how much efforts and time we can take to complete that goal. There is also another perspective. From the childhood, students and children need to be trained how we have to be, how to develop the character for building up I can, I will, and I must do these things. Probably in the childhood, whenever a homework is assigned by a teacher, I most of the time thought, why this much headache, why this much homework which is given, and that I have to submit in the next day. But what is happening is like, at the later stage of our life, we realize like these are the things that train us. These situations, tough challenges and pressures of completing the task within that time schedule and building up a self-realization that I must do this within this time and submit it will create a long-lasting effect throughout our journey. So that is why even in Toastmasters, this type of pathways is created at time completion when we have to complete it is assigned and our mentors are motivating us for that. In a conclusion, this is the general rule that need to be developed as a person, as a human being, to sustain our life, that I will, I must, and I have to do this and complete a goal or a task for any project or situation that comes in our life. Thank you.
So Toastmaster Krishna took 1 minute and 40 seconds. Prasad took 59 seconds. Amal 52 seconds. Varun 1 minute 23 seconds. Kanjana 1 minute 10 seconds. Shweta 59 seconds. Vikas 1 minute 25 seconds. And Yasin 3 minutes and 5 seconds.
Thank you so much. Friends, here I conclude my table topic session. Hope you enjoyed. Yes. Can we give one? Without any further delay, it's time to continue with our third segment, that is going to be the general evaluation segment. Before we start, how do we embellish the stories? Can I have the answers from the audience? How do we embellish or decorate the stories that we narrate?
Humor.
Very good. With humor. Anything else? Characters. Wonderful.
With descriptive language, book, adjectives and characterization.
Yes. Curiosity, language. Yes. Anything else? Expression.
Humor, sense of humor.
You already said that. Anything else? Emotions. Connect the stories. Visualization. Visualize the picture. Have the picture right in front of you. Have to describe in a way as if audience are looking, seeing a movie. The movie has to flash in front of the eyes of the audience. So vocal variety, emotions, characters, humor, laughter, body language, gestures, all these helps your story to get better, and we can, with these elements, we can relate very quickly to the audience. Without any further delay, I call upon my general evaluator for the day. With a round of applause.
Okay, so this is the last section now, and in this we will have the speech evaluations, and after that we will have the tag team report, and afterwards I will give my evaluation of the entire meeting actually. So now we will start off with the speech evaluations, and I will invite Toastmaster Muluka to
How can I improve my communication skills? And I went to ChatGPT. ChatGPT told me join Toastmasters. That was the part I hooked in your speech, Toastmaster Yashwant. Very well said. Today's era is all about ChatGPT. Many congratulations for delivering your speech successfully for the first time in Toastmasters. What I really liked in your speech was a sprinkle of humor. Like, my mother is a homemaker and my father is a perfect salt checker. Like, I went to ChatGPT and ChatGPT told me join Toastmasters. That kind of humor I really liked in your speech. Second part is you introduce yourself in a full manner. Why you joined Toastmaster, your personal life, your professional life, each and every angle you told us. Like you told, you are from Andhra Pradesh and very difficulty to find in the place like in Mumbai. So you introduce yourself and make the project objective also. And the most important thing, what I felt from your speech, passion for public speaking. Second, hunger to learn and grow. And third, respect for the stage. When you come on stage, every time you bend down and take blessing from the stage. Passion, hunger and respect, which I really felt from your speech. I believe if you recommend two things from my evaluation, this speech will be really great. First of all, we have some life stages from childhood, adulthood and old age. That's how every speech has chronological order. You have to start from personal life stories from childhood, then qualification, professional life, and then why you joined Toastmaster, and conclude your speech. So chronological order is very important. Second one is you have to share stories to build a connection between audience and you. It is a kind of one way. So you have to share some stories, for example, personal life stories from childhood, some professional life stories to convey your thoughts. Overall, your speech has a humor. Your speech has, you made the project objective. Third, you have a passion, hunger and respect for the stage and public speaking, which I really felt today. Just work on the chronological order and share personal stories, because one moment at a time, one speech at a time, and you will be really great speaker because you belongs to stage.
Now, invite Toastmaster Ramesh.
How many of you remember your childhood crushes? Raise your hand. Today, distinguished Toastmaster Rahul took us to an entertaining and humorous tale, where we all of his crush, and it took us back in time where we remembered our crushes. I am sure many of you will agree, right? So let me tell things which I like about this speech. First and obvious was the humor. Humor was spread throughout your speech. Some of them were laugh out loud jokes and some of them were giggles, gave us giggles. But it was like an ice cream, vanilla ice cream covered with chocolate chips throughout. So it was really tempting. Second, the stories were very relatable. As I said that everybody remembers that trust. So few people will say that only males will be engaged. But no, you asked the question that you asked one question that even few females, they were wanted to make Neha their girlfriends. So they were thinking, what's so special about Neha? Why are people, boys so much engaged with her? So they also got engaged. Third was the minute details that you shared in your speech. It created a picture of how the entire things happened. And we could imagine Neha, we could visualize how you and your friend Kiran talked about her and how you tried to propose her and how you talked about her. So it was very visualized because of the minute details. And lastly, I would say that when I heard 90% of your speech, I thought that at least I have one recommendation. But you did not give me a chance. In the last 10% of the speech, you gave us not one but 2 points as a message. First one, smile. And second one was Neha, 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 give up. Which meant never give up each other. I really liked the way you connected this message with the name of Neha. It really attracted me. Now I have just one recommendation for you, which is not like whenever you are speaking, I feel that sometimes, only sometimes, your pace is a little fast. So I would say that you work on your pace so that everybody, sometimes I feel that I miss out on few words. So if you could work on that, it will be great. So overall, I like to say a thoroughly entertaining and humorous speech, relatable stories, good takeaway action, little bit of working on your pace, and it would be a wonderful speech. It was a wonderful speech, it will take the next level. And lastly, I would like to say that DTM Ron, you have entertained us, motivated us, and inspired us throughout, and we would like to come on stage regularly so that we can learn from you. Thank you.
Okay, now I would now invite Toastmaster Vidya on the stage.
A mentor doesn't give you answers. They help you find them. Thank you, Toastmaster Rajesh, for highlighting an important, sometimes underrated aspect of not just Toastmasters, but life. And that is mentors, mentoring, mentorship. Using stories. How mentors help you in your entrepreneurship journey. And it was done in such an effective way. Why do I say so? There are few aspects that are relevant to not just speeches but storytelling and speeches. What are they? Engagement. From the start to end, the speech was engaging. Audience attention was throughout. Now he could have said that I will give the speech from this place, but he jumped and gave the speech. At the start itself, the audience attention was grabbed. He sang a song, he did role play, so he could have just narrated it, but he involved another person in his story. And the speech was throughout engaging. Another aspect, humor. Sprinkles of humor throughout the speech when he said, aspiration gone, desperation remains. How can I resign from my own company? And then self-goal. All those humor that he included in the speech made us giggle and engage with him and that attention. Message, an important aspect. Throughout their speech there was message. At the end, the conclusion, he had a message. So like the opening, the conclusion was also strong. Another aspect is delivery. He was loud, confident, voice modulation and voice variety was there throughout the speech. And gestures, that was also very loud. Now, an almost perfect speech can also be better. How? I felt that there could be a balance of gestures. Now, drama, we can take some aspects of drama, but enacting every word or most of the words, okay, makes it more of a drama. So we need to try to have a balance, not try to dramatize every word. So try to have a balance where you are using gestures but not all the time. The second aspect was making it a little more crisp. Like I felt Jai Mata Di, that aspect was not required. Now why? Now do you remember those 4 stories? If we make it crisp and have that pause and conclude with those, the audience can remember those things. I felt call to action could have also been included at the end, that please call your mentors today itself, tomorrow. The message was there, but the call to action. And the stage moment was, I think so, a little more louder. So it was engaging, humorous, good body language, but balanced drama, make it little crisp. You will be desperate to give speeches, and we are desperate to hear your speeches, Toastmasters.
Right, so now we will now start off with the team reports, and I would like to invite the timer to give his report.
For evaluation, Toastmaster Amruta took 2 minutes and 45 seconds. She qualified. Toastmaster Dharmesh took 3 minutes and 14 seconds. The grace time qualified. Toastmasters Vidya took 3 minutes and 19 seconds with the grace time qualified.
Right, and then the next is the counter.
Anita ma'am, but one, so 2 times, one time, short 2 times, long pause 1 time. Amit, 1 time, short pause 1 time, long pause 1 time. Krishna, and 3 times, so 1 time, 3 times, 2 times, I 2 times, and this means 1 time. Yashwant, but 1 time, so 2 times, 4 times, 1 time, short pause 4 times, long pause 2 times, and I is 1 time. Rajesh, and 2 times, so 1 time. Amruta, and 1 time, so 2 times. Vidya, and above 5 times, but 1 time, so 1 time. Dharmesh, and 2 times, but 1 time, so 4 times, 3 times. Shaheen, and 2 times, so 4 times, 5 times, and 2 times. That's all.
And now we have the
Good evening, everyone. So the speakers spoke with such a passion, and we got introduced to some new words as well. So the new words that got introduced, which were said by team Toastmaster Rajesh, dazzle, affluence, and electric. TM Parita, English. Word of the day was said by 4 people: Toastmaster Pradeep, Toastmaster Yashwant, Toastmaster Yasin, and Toastmaster Amrita. Amrita took this passion word 3 times. And phrase of the day was said by TM Toastmaster Pradeep. So in terms of improper usage, few days back can be few days ago. Inside of me, it is inside me. Nobody behind me can be no one behind me. Older to me, it can be either elder to me or older than me. Stood in face can be stood in front.
okay, so now it's my quiz.
Good evening everyone, and thank you Praveen ji. So I've got a few questions to test your listening skills, and this will also enhance, we'll do a kind of revision of what we learned. Very valuable sessions by most of the speakers. So my first question is, what are the 5 C's of storytelling? And I want all of you to say this in chorus. Connecting, character, curiosity, climax, and conclusion. Fantastic. Okay, simple question is the name. Sorry. How many times did Kiran laugh when Ron said he's interested in Neha?
5 minutes and then 5 minutes.
Fantastic. Okay. Now, one more question is Sorry, I mean, the worst punishment for me is to read my own handwriting. I'm sorry about that. So, okay. So tell me, I would like all of you to tell me the stories stories from Panchatantra that these people have said. Not the stories, of course. The name of the stories that various speakers have said that they were inspired by. Tortoise.
Thirsty crow.
Thirsty crow.
And then hare and the lion.
Hare and the lion.
Monkey and the crocodile.
Monkey and crocodile. One story missing, if you all can remember.
Snake and
Sorry?
Snake and rabbit.
Beast and the snake. One last. One last one was the story of Panchatantra itself.
Arabian Tales.
Yeah. So sorry, I missed that. That was also written. Okay. Now, minimum 5 lessons or observation that Toastmaster Shine said to hold the attention of the audience. Ask questions. Share stories.
Give examples.
Walk up to the audience. Okay. So this is something important. Can I just read it out to all of you? Okay. First one was break the pattern. Second one was sharing stories, give examples. Third one was visual images in presentations. Fourth one was vocal variety, activity with the audience, walk up to the audience, short video, use prop, whiteboard, keep it simple, don't share everything you know, ask people, and do not share too much of data. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Now it's the time for me to give my evaluation of the reading as a whole. So to start with, we started on time. So we big round of applause to explained their roles extremely well. So, okay. Now we should remember that the tag team the reports they are also a speech, okay, in themselves. So we have to ensure that we maintain eye contact. So like we can read and then we pick up, right? If you have to, you can just move a bit from right to right to. The last point I have that whenever an evaluator gives her or his evaluation, they have to mention, if the speech objective has been fulfilled or not. So to today actually I didn't hear any of our evaluators do that. So we have to ensure that the speaker also has to know if his speech was right. Okay, so that's all I have, and I would now hand back the stage to the Toastmaster.
What a fantastic session. Before I conclude my theme, I would like to call upon DTM Ron for some briefing.
I know we are running late, so I'll just make this very brief. I am the, as many of you know, I am the VP PR of this club, and Ruchi is part of my team. Guys, can I have your attention? Yeah, this is important. Okay, so as generally as a PR, VP PR, and as generally Toastmasters, every club is encouraged to release a newsletter either every 3 months, 6 months, or even once a year. So every club prepares a team and starts the newsletter led by the PR team. Now what happens is usually just 2-3 people are involved in the newsletter. They collect some boring articles, they release the newsletter, nobody reads the newsletter, it is just released one day, forgotten the next day, nobody feels involved. So we said, let's not do the old way of doing newsletter at the club, let's do something different. So we came up with a concept called smorgasbord. Smorgasbord is basically an array of dishes. If you go for a buffet, you get a smorgasbord of different food items. So it's a collection of different ideas, stories and all that. And the plan is simple. Every member will get one page in the newsletter. That's your page. We will not tell you what to give, what not to give. Some hygiene rules will obviously there, you can't do certain things. You know, sex, religion, politics you can avoid and all that. But every member can put whatever they want. A painting, personal story, a poem, anything you want that you feel you want to contribute to the rest of the club. We will not criticize, we will not say any, one here. Whatever you want is your page. Only that certain rules have to be followed. And variety of things you can give. I have personally given a poem which I love. You know, others have given their own article or writing. For articles, there's a limit of 300 because we want to fit it into a page. 300 or 500 because we want to fit it into one page. But each page of Smorgasbord magazine will belong exclusively to you. You are the editor, you are the contributor, you are the writer, you are the distributor. Yeah.
Can we share more than one article?
No, we are doing one per page. You can put 2 articles in one page if you can squeeze it in, but I think one page, and we'll be putting everybody's name and photo on each page with their contribution. Yeah, please.
Would you be reserving one page for every member from the club?
No, we are not doing that. We are saying whoever first come, first serve. And if all members will accommodate everybody, and if only 10 give, we'll only have 10 pages. Because we don't want to do this thing. So we want you to put in, say anything you are passionate about, you can put in the magazine. It could be 2 words you want to have in the entire page, just 2 words, put 2 words, say good luck and we'll put that. Right? But we want it to be your magazine. Right? And Ruchi will again post also on the group. She's given an email address where you can send the contribution and your photo if we don't have that already. And we will start compiling. You already got like 5, 6, 7. But I think best of all, let's start doing it. Your page, your magazine for you, by us. Right? Yeah.
When is the deadline?
31st October 2025.
Not 26. She's very particular with that. Yeah. So I think because it's something which you are making, I think it'll be easy to give. And I would love to see creativity, your own paintings, your own ideas, anything you want. Yeah. Any other questions? So can we all agree to?
It's a printed.
No, we're going to be making it digital. Yeah, and printing and all that we'll see later if you want to do it. Let's first do step 1. Let's get all content in. Yeah? That's it. Thank you very much. Please give a round of applause for all of us.
I have done it. It's your turn now. I have contributed towards my write-up. It's your turn now. Don't be late. The deadline is nearing. With that, we have our president to be addressing a few guidelines to all of you. So let's welcome. Very good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Are we not running the thing? Yeah, how we understand? Hey, क्या? At least that. Okay, then let me know. It's fine, Praveen, it's fine.
You have to turn it on. No,
That we don't have it. It's okay. Krishna, it's fine. So what I want to talk about is an award that the district has declared for every member of District 98. So each one of you can win this award. It is called the Leader in Me Award, right? Every member can win this award. And what it talks about is there are a series of 8 projects that they want you to complete. And they're not very difficult projects. Even if you regularly attend meetings, take up roles, you can very easily finish all these projects. For example, one project is you have to take up the role of a Toastmaster of the day. Another project will say you have to be a contest chair in a contest. Do you know how many contests happen across Mumbai itself or even online? They're always looking for role players for every role that you have seen here. How many roles do we have here now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 roles in a meeting. And if I'm not wrong, every day there will be a Toastmaster meeting happening somewhere around the world. Take up a role anywhere, wherever you get an opportunity. Come and let your VP Education know that you have taken up that role and you've completed that project. It is one of the simplest projects that you can do and win an award at the end of the year. Yeah.
We can actually take up the role in any other chapter also.
Yes, anywhere. So there is one group which we have created. It's called Roles Outside of Agnel. Our VP Education Praveen keeps posting these roles in that group. So in case you are free on that particular day, you can, if it's a physical meeting, you can go there. Or if it's an online meeting, you can join in online and take up the role. You just have to inform them obviously prior that you would be interested in taking up the role. And if they still have the space, they'll let you do the role. Once you're a Toastmaster, you can actually go and attend any Toastmaster anywhere in the world. Toastmasters meeting anywhere in the world. That's one thing that all of you need to know and need to remember. Yeah?
Can we choose multiple pathways like concurrently and then have multiple mentors like 2 or something? Is it possible? But
yes, that is out of what I'm talking about, but yes, we can choose multiple pathways. And mentor, see, the club assigns you an official mentor, but anybody in the club who you feel you want to ask to be a mentor or you want to ask any help, you might like the way somebody gives a speech, you might like the way somebody has better body language. You can just approach them and ask them for help. You don't need to assign that person as a mentor. And yes, you can take multiple. Though if you're starting, I would recommend go with one path. Yeah?
You mentioned that you can do the role outside or internationally also.
Yes.
Is there any experience somebody had similar role or something?
Yeah, I've done a lot of these roles outside of international. I mean, that depends on how available you are. Are you willing to wake up early, 6 a.m. and go and attend a Toastmasters meeting? But of course, there are other meetings that happen in our timeline also.
How was the experience?
It's been mixed. Sometimes you don't know what the club is like. So you join the club and sometimes it's a very vibrant, active club. Sometimes there are only 4 or 5 members in that club. But then you end up giving them something. So it's always a give and take. So I always like the experience. No, my point is this, there is something called as the Leader in Me Award and there are projects. These projects are the roles in a meeting. So and there are 8 projects that you need to complete. So take up these projects, finish the 8 projects and then you can win the Leader in Me Award. You get a Toastmasters goodie at the end of the year. It can be anything from a bag to a badge or whatever. It's all Toastmasters International branded products. Any questions? A lot of us have done it. See, Praveen has done it, Parita has done it, Rajesh. This award happens every year. All of us do it. So this year we are just starting. Yes, Vidya, you've also done it. No, you've never done it.
Those who have done it last year have to repeat.
Yeah, you can do it every year. I've been doing it for the last 3 years. So this award happens every year. So every year you can do all the 8
Garage clubs is also part.
No, only Toastmasters.
No, what he was trying to ask is whether if we take roles in the...
No, yeah, I understood. That's what he's saying. I understood. Anything, any questions, or are you confused about what I said? Did you understand what I was getting at? So Praveen will share the details of what projects you need to complete. You have 10 projects that are given and you have to do only 8 out of those 10. So again there is an option there. So you can pick and choose. Right?
My question is a bit different. Like I am over here in Vashi, and if I relocate, say Bangalore or Hyderabad, can I attend the meetings over there? Like,
Yes.
Can we take it offline? We are running late.
So just last question.
No, yeah, promise. Yeah.
So is it okay like if I attend the meeting on that location?
Yes, if you relocate, you can actually take a transfer to another club.
What are the list of those projects?
Sorry?
List of projects.
Yeah, Praveen will share that. I actually wanted to show you here, but right now technical issues. But he will share it on the group. Yeah, and once he shares it on the group, if you have any kinds of doubt, please approach anybody in the executive committee, me, Praveen, any of us, we're happy to help. Yes? And if you're not part of that role outside Agnel, that there is a group, again Praveen will post that link once more. Please go ahead and join. Yes? That's it. Thank you. It's time to conclude the theme for today. Stories connects hearts and minds. Let's get into or brainstorm few Bollywood stories which have connected you and which have inspired you, or probably you can think of any Bollywood movies that you could that have really touched your heart and mind. Any stories, please? Sholay, yes. DDLJ, yes. Chichore, yes. Very nice. Anything else? Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. Three Idiots, yes. Queen, wow. Hera Fairy Dangal.
Krish.
Chabe, yes. Sorry, Rocket Singh. Okay. So, all of you have one name that has inspired you or has touched you. And this is what is the impact of the stories. Dwell into story reading, story narrating, inculcate these 5 C's of storytelling in your speeches, in your evaluations, in your table topics, and see the magic. With that, I hand over the stage to our presiding officer for today.
Okay, so our VVP membership has posted a link on the group which will help you to register your attendance. So all those who are here, do it please. And those who have used the ball pens, I ensure that you return those. Okay. So the whole certain.
Okay, to announce. I've actually shared the link in the group, so can you all please cast your vote?
Yeah, we got it.
Done.
So
I have
have all.
received 20 responses. And there are 29 people.
Yeah, who has not yet answered? Even I have not.
Your mobile is not.
Phones over there, so I can't. But the rest of them.
Get from this.
The
login कैसे होता है? This is general.
yeah, okay, fine. So
ग्रुप में आएगा ना? हाँ, ग्रुप में.
until you answer the
Toastmaster.
polls, I have a few. Yes. Yes. So the next meeting that we have is on the 20th, the next week, in which we will also have an educational session on evaluation contest. So to attend. And we will have our numerous speech contest and our evaluation contest on the 27th. So that is a good experience to have. So do ensure that you are there to experience it. Yes, sir.